Mort.
Chris.
Mort, what are you doing with the camera?
Ruffin.
You need to put it back. We're getting ready to film the show.
It's right. It's all right. It's perfect.
What?
Perfect. Perfect direct. Perfect direct. It looks good. Marty. Chris. I'm making it perfect. It looks good. Roman roared.
Mort, you're driving me crazy.
Roman roared. It's good. Is it National Sausage Day today?
Not that I'm aware of.
I thought it was some kind of meat day today. Maybe National Pork Roll Day.
I like pork roll.
Or maybe it's National Scrapple Day. I love
I
Scrapple.
like Scrapple. Some of our viewers from different areas will have no idea what Scrapple is.
Mrs. Dredd makes it delicious.
Yeah, it is good.
Yes,
Yes.
it's from Lancaster. That's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, shh. You're getting ready to do a review.
Oh, okay, Doc.
Okay, you ready?
Patients here? Not yet.
No, they're here.
Hi, patients!
Hi, patients. Wow.
Hi, it's nice to see you.
It's good to be seen.
It is.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Like my shirt says, Happy Friday. Yay.
It's got fries on it.
It does. I love French fries.
It's pretty cool.
Thanks, Doc.
I like French fries too.
Mrs. Dredd got it for me.
French
French fries.
You ready?
Fry-yay.
Okay.
Hey, Doc. Hey, Doc.
Hey.
Hey, patients.
Hi, patients.
What do you call two monkeys,
Two monkeys.
that share an Amazon account? But these two monkeys, they're sharing their Amazon account.
Okay, and
What do you call it?
what do you call two monkeys that share an Amazon account?
Yes. Do you know, patients? Do you know?
I don't know.
You ready for this? You ready for this? It's actually really easy.
Okay.
It's primates.
Primates. Amazon. Primates.
You got Prime, Doc. You get everything
I
the
do.
next day.
We get stuff delivered here to the swamp.
Yes, all
Here to
the
swamp all
time.
the time.
Even in the middle of the swamp.
Okay,
Right, Doc?
we got a two for today.
We do.
Two movies.
Two movies.
Two.
For the cost of one.
Two.
Patients are in for
Ain't
it.
costing you anything.
Nothing.
No, nothing.
Hey, Doc.
Yeah, hey.
Hey, patients.
Hey.
Why aren't koalas actual bears? Why? Why, Doc? Why aren't they actual bears?
Do you want the scientific answer?
Sure.
Yeah, because they're marsupials.
Oh. And bears aren't marsupials?
No, bears are not marsupials.
Oh. But that's not the answer.
I didn't think it was the answer. No.
Do you know, patients?
Why are
Do you know?
koalas not bears?
You ready for this? You ready for this, patients? They don't meet the koalifications.
Hey, let's give that one an oi for Raul.
Oi!
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 I love him. He's so much fun.
Okay.
Patience, did you like that one? Hey, Doc.
Qualifications.
Hey, Patience.
Yeah, what? What's up?
What's
What?
weirder than seeing a catfish? What's weirder than seeing a catfish?
What's weirder than seeing a catfish?
Doc, maybe you should shut up. What's weirder, Patience, than seeing a catfish? You don't want to get thrown off the Monster Channel. Watch what you say. What do you say, Patience? What do you say, Doc?
What is weirder than seeing a catfish?
You ready for this? You ready for this? Watching a goldfish bowl.
Watching a goldfish bowl.
Yes, you know, bowl with a bowling ball.
I get it.
Hey, Doc.
Hey.
Hey, Patience.
Hey, Vincent.
Hey, Vincent.
Hey,
Hey,
Dee.
Dee.
Hey, Dee.
Hey, Abigail.
Okay.
My president.
Okay.
Hey, China Buddy. Hey, Terry. Hey, Heather.
Okay, stop with the shout-outs.
Hey, Diane.
We don't have time. We know too many people.
We do. Hey, Gary.
I don't want anybody to feel
Hey,
like that.
Chad. What are you doing
Okay.
out there?
So, you want to get behind the camera?
I
Because-
is.
Mort, just make sure everything's right, because Mort was like all over the place with the camera.
Morty's helping.
Okay. Hey, patience. Well, welcome back to Dr. Dread Reviews. If this is your first time here, oh boy. But if you're a return customer, you know what to expect. Okay, hey, no money back guarantees. But we have a twofer tonight. Two movies. Two movies for the price of one. The name of the first movie is Cruel Summer
Yeah.
from 2021.
Yeah.
Take one.
Roll that belt. Roll that belt. Roll it. Roll it. Roll it.
Cruel Summer 2021.
Yeah.
Hey, this is one of those pleasant surprises.
It is.
It is.
I asked that in a question mark.
It is. It is.
Okay, Doc.
You know, it was a film with a budget of like $5,000, I think, and over 6 days. This is indie filmmaking at its finest.
They did it in 6 days?
6 days. A group of friends, and Mrs. Dredd likes these group of friends movies.
She does for some reason.
They're having an 80s slasher murder mystery party.
Yes.
They're finishing high school,
Yes.
and this is their big hoorah to their high school career.
Hurrah. Except the one girl has to do some kind of summer school.
The one girl does have to redo summer school, Shakespeare or something, right?
Something like that.
I don't know. So they're planning this murder mystery, and one of the kids' parents is a real estate agent.
Yeah.
So they know of a house that will be empty, that they can go to, party, have this mystery party, this murder mystery, slashers themed, and they can get trashed, and they don't have to worry about trashing the place.
Because they could just say that somebody.
They could say it was broken into. Right.
Exactly.
So an invitation's dropped. People who weren't invited end up being invited. But really, it's a small party. What is it? 3 guys and 3 gals, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. They show up ready to party, ready to have fun, dressed in their 80s attire.
The one kid kept putting his eyeliner, his guy liner.
Guy liner on, yeah. And the other one had a midriff. The guy had a midriff shirt.
Tie-dye.
Tie-dye.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the first person they encounter when they get to... You know what? I'm going too far ahead.
You is.
Let's back up. The movie opens up with a horrendous...
And this movie is only 1 hour and 20 minutes to be exact.
Exactly. 1 hour and 20 minutes
So
long.
it's not too long.
The movie opens up with a person who's drinking, driving, deliberately runs over a woman and a child, and goes to storm into a house to finish the job.
Yeah.
We find out later that that was his wife, his daughter, and his son was in the house.
Yeah.
And he had a big axe or machete or something.
Something sharp.
And then we go back to the kids having this party, and it just so happens that the house that they're having the party at
Yeah.
is the murder house.
They changed the address. The post office did.
So it's 3 guys, 3 gals, 1 murder house, plus a couple of weirdos, equals a lot of fun, really.
Plus another couple of weirdos, too.
Yeah, got a couple of weirdos.
You have
They
like
pull
4 weirdos.
They pull up out the house, and they meet a caretaker who's working on the air conditioning, and his name is Vincent, and he's wearing the farmer bib overalls, and he just seems a little weird.
Nice. He seems nice.
Kind of nice, but a little weird.
Yeah.
And we find out from the girl hosting the party that somebody is supposed to show up in a slasher mask that they borrowed from an anthropology department, and they're going to be the slasher for the party.
For the murder mystery.
For the
Yeah.
murder mystery.
And everybody's supposed to get like a white mask with blood on it, but this person has like a creepier mask.
Dark and it's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Sharp teeth.
Yeah.
And of course,
but, yes, he gets murdered.
He gets flat tires, and that's where we meet Gunner, the mechanic.
Yes.
Yeah, and bad things happen.
Yes.
Okay, from this point on,
there's no secret who the killer is.
No, there really isn't, but we don't find out till the end of the film the connection that they all have.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to say anything more about this. It was a fun independent. You could tell it was low budget, but the acting was half decent. The fun gore was fun.
Oh my gosh, I love when they take the axe and they or whatever it was, and they pop it off the guy's head.
So then, bonk.
The guy's outside, and, the murder guy just goes, whop, and it bounced off his head and killed him.
So, you want to rate Cruel Summer, Bucky?
I wasn't sure what I was expecting. There was a lot of fun gore to it. I mean, there was lots of missing people and people who were getting killed at the roadside stand, and like I said, there was no kind of guess of who did it, but then there was a few connections at the end that made it a surprise, and the acting was pretty good. The set was good. The story was okay. I'm going to give it a week 3, Doc. Out of 4 skulls, I'm going to give it a week 3.
Bucky's giving it a week 3. It was a lot of fun. Fun gore. Acting was decent. Story was okay. It was a slasher flick. I'm giving it a solid 3. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
Yeah, you was looking at this like, oh my God.
How
long do I have to sit through
this? When it first started, I was not really looking forward to sitting for an hour and 20 minutes now.
No.
But when that movie finished, we discovered it had a sequel.
We did.
And the name of the movie is Sequel. Cruel Summer Part 2.
Yes. And it was made less than a year later.
It was made a year later. Sequel. I love that part. Sequel. Cruel Summer Part 2.
And that's what it's called, Sequel.
That's what it's called, Sequel. So you have no doubt. So, knowing that there's a sequel, and I'm not mentioning characters' names.
But there are some survivors.
Because of that. I didn't mention any of the characters' names in the first movie because I don't want to mention them in the second movie. There are a few survivors in the first movie.
There are.
And then we learned that there are even more survivors that we thought may have not made it in the first movie.
Yes.
Yes, they show up in the second one.
They do.
An explanation of how they survived.
And some of them are angry.
Well, they were left for dead.
Well, yeah.
So the movie supposedly takes place 3 years after the events.
No, 2, Doc, 2.
Was it 2 years?
It's 2 years.
2 years after the events of the first movie. And several of the characters were receiving psychiatric help.
Yes.
And had not seen each other for 2 years.
And then one of the survivors decides that her therapist and stuff that she's in a stage group, that if she does like a movie or something about what happened, she's going to feel better, and she can get her friends to do it too, that it's going to be therapeutic to do a stage production.
And Bucky just sort of summed it up. So one of the survivors, at the advice of her therapist, gets this stage production together and gets the gang back together to put on a show.
Showtime.
And then they can feel better, maybe.
And then what a show it is, because people start getting knocked off left and right all over again. People who you thought were dead before are definitely dead this time.
Maybe.
Okay.
And people that had nothing to do with nothing are dead.
And some of the police return who you thought were dead. And a whole new...
And some innocent people.
A whole new set of people.
Just like in the first one.
Okay.
They're not picky who they choose.
No,
they're
not picky at all.
Kill them.
So, Bucky, you liked the sequel?
I like the
The sequel that's named Sequel?
I like the sequel, but I think I like the first one better.
Yeah, I definitely like the first one better. You want to rate the sequel? The sequel?
I'm going to say, out of 4 skulls, 4 being the best, I'm going to give it like a 2.5.
2.5. Meh. I think that's a fair rating. I really do. I have to agree with Bucky. I found it hard to get into the movie at first. As a matter of fact, I think I still have bruises from when Mrs. Dredd was elbowing me to see if I was awake.
Yes.
Yeah,
well, she did that to me
it was
too.
the first 20 minutes that I just, maybe I was tired. But even so, I came to and watched.
It had a lot of fun gore to it.
There was fun gore in both movies.
There was some surprises.
And some surprises.
So, a 2.5, maybe, I don't know, maybe a 2.75.
I don't know, because I gave the first movie 3
I gave the first one a
skulls.
week 3, but this one, I mean,
Not
it
as
was
good.
surprising, but it wasn't my favorite. I like the first one better.
Okay.
But there's lots of fun gore, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Surprises.
It put me in mind of somebody trying to ride the tailcoats of the Scream franchise a little bit. Being that this sequel, called Sequel, takes place on stage.
And both 1 and 2 have movie references to the original
80s,
Halloween.
A lot of 80s references.
Well, they had definite references to the first Halloween.
Okay. Also,
there was 2, 1 in each movie.
Patience. As we get ready to wrap this review up, there is a sequel to the movie Sequel.
We wanted to see it, but we couldn't pull it up.
It's called Cruel Summer. Something about fall. I forget. I forget what the tagline is. Part 3.
But we couldn't see it.
But yeah, we were unable to stream it, which is probably a good thing. So hey,
we don't know that.
If you have seen either of these movies, Cruel Summer or Sequel, Cruel Summer Part 2, let me know what you thought.
Watch them. They're fun.
love to hear from you guys.
They're fun. Watch them both.
I enjoyed the first one. A solid 3. Hey, this is your friend, Dr. Dredd. Hope you enjoyed our twofer. And remember, my friends, as always, keep it scary.
Keep it scary. Keep it scary.
Hey, Bucky.
Yes, Doc.
Let's go upstairs, have some Otter Pops.
We're right around some room.
Oh, you were so good and quiet, Morty. Sure, you can have an Otter Pop.
Right, I have run of each
What are you doing to the camera?
Rough it. Are you run? Which one to get some runner-ups?
Okay, let's go to some Otter
Run them ups. Run that room. Run that room.
Cut the film.
Run that room. Run